That's not good at all. Didn't see you there on this elevator ride. All right, what's up? MKBHD here. So as the end of the year sort of creeps up on us, we are finally able to do like all of our big end of the year projects, like the smartphone awards, the blind camera test, and maybe a few others, just because we're feeling adventurous. And so this is one of the ones that came up that I wanted to talk about, which is just everything that I'm carrying daily, my tech everyday carry, if you want to call it that. The what's in my bag, that's something else people call it. I'm just gonna call it tech I choose, tech I've chosen. Now I'm gonna go through this backpack, and this, just so you know, this isn't the tech I carry every single day. Like some people might show a backpack and they're like, yeah, I carry all this stuff all the time. I don't. I'll tell you as I go through it which stuff I carry every day and which stuff is like for when I travel, but you'll get the idea. This is basically some of the stuff that I've enjoyed the most that's come out this year and that I choose to use. One note is, it's not always the best thing or the best version of everything. And that's fine. I don't need to own the highest end version of every laptop or computer. Tech moves on. I have my needs met by this stuff. That's enough of a spiel. Before we get into it though, there is a little bit of a giveaway at the end of this video. So definitely stay tuned for that if you want to win some of this stuff. All right, so let's get into it. We'll start with the bag, right? This is a bag that technically this version of the bag you can't get. So I'm gonna link everything else that I'm talking about in here down below, but this is the Peak Design Everyday Backpack. It's the 20-liter version, so the smaller version. This has been one of my favorite bags for a while. This is actually the second version they've made. But you see the red trim up here at the top and on some of these straps and things like that. And of course, the MKBHD logo down at the bottom. This is a version of the bag that they've made just 10 of for me and the team here at the studio. So we happen to use these. If you're lucky enough that we've like given you one because you visited the studio and we liked you, you're one of 10. And if you're a giveaway winner, you'll have one of them. But anyway, this is the Peak Design backpack. This is a section into thirds. There's a top, middle, and a bottom. Oh, and there's a back. Let's just do the back first. All right, first things first, laptop. This is the 13-inch M1 MacBook Pro. I've reviewed this thing. I don't edit videos on the go. So again, this is not like my professional video creation kit. This is stuff that I will take when I go travel or when I need to use stuff. I don't need a MacBook Pro, but it's just a little bit longer battery life than the MacBook Air, just a little bit better of a screen, and just a little bit more annoying with the touch bar. But I love this laptop, and it has not let me down since. You guys saw the review. It's been a pretty big game changer this year. Also, in the second back sleeve here is my tablet of choice, which is the 11-inch iPad Pro. I don't feel like I need the bigger iPad Pro. It's pretty close to the screen size of the laptop. So this iPad Pro, it's got the icon skin in black on black, and this is the cellular version as well. I feel like I mostly just watch videos on it at this point. There's a lot of other random stuff I can do. I also have done thumbnails on the iPad, which is why up top here I have the Apple Pencil, but it doesn't always spend its time attached to the tablet, so I have the Apple Pencil on the tablet, but that's mainly a media thing, watching videos in the backseat of a car or just kind of hanging around. Then there's a lot of other small pockets up here in the top of the in the top of the bag. I might have the MKBHD microfiber cloth in there, and I also have my headphones of choice, so I don't use headphones very often, but in a pinch, the AirPods are pretty sweet. I'm not a big fan of the hard tip AirPods, so these are the AirPods Pro, and these are in icons red and black, which is dope. And then I think I have a card reader up here. Yep, there's my card reader. So anytime, you'll see the camera in here later, but anytime I take photos and I need to read them, the laptops haven't had SD card readers in years now, so I have to have a card reader, and this is the one I keep using. I've showed this in bag videos before. It's still great. And then that is it for the back. So let's get into the front. In the top is whatever I'm like using at the moment. So for now, I have my WF or H? I think it's WH. WH-1000 XM4s. These I don't carry every day. These are the wireless headphones I will not travel without. So they have great battery life, great sound, great noise cancellation. I've also reviewed these. Anytime I'm getting on a plane, anytime I'm going to travel, these go right in the top of the backpack every single time. And then I also, well, I'm not doing much else with it, so if I'm bringing food to work or if I'm bringing a couple extra whatever, I'll put it in the top of the backpack. This is a little pouch. I don't even know who makes it, but I sometimes will throw some cables in here or something like that. It's empty for now, but it just kind of hangs out in the bag. And then that's the top part. I'll put my keys in this little hidden pouch too. I don't know if you know about the Peak Design hidden pouch. All right, so then this backpack has this pretty sweet feature where on either side of a full-length zipper, I can pop in from the side there. I did the wrong side. I usually am from the other side. But that's where you get into the middle and bottom sections of what's in my bag. Here I have my camera. So this is the Canon R5 and the 15-35 RF lens. So I do carry this everywhere. I don't use it all the time, and it's also not the camera I shoot with professionally. Often when we're shooting video for stuff like car videos or handheld video, we'll go with the Sony a7S III. It's just a technically better video camera for a lot of what we do, or even a Komodo or something like that. But I take a lot of photos. And so if I'm doing photos, if I'm doing thumbnails specifically on a stills camera, or if I'm just doing Instagram photos or whatever, I'm a big fan of Canon's color science, of Canon's images. Canon R5 has been in my bag for a little while. Shout out to Peter McKinnon for putting me on this camera. If I do need to shoot video in a pinch, it's also pretty good at that. But I don't usually do that. So, my photo camera. SD card's in it already. And then I'm already to the bottom. See, I told you it wasn't much. So actually, let me just go ahead and show you up here in this little wing here. This is where I carry my pens. And right now I only have 2 pens and a Sharpie. So if I have to sign something or write my name on something, I'll have those easily. Every time I need them, they're there. I also used to keep my contacts in here before I got LASIK. Now I literally have eye drops. That's what happens when you change from contacts to LASIK. So that's what's in the little pocket up there. This backpack has all kinds of pockets that I don't necessarily use that much of, but I'm still a huge fan of the bag in case I ever do need them. But then we get to the bottom, and this is the only charger that I carry with me. So if I'm traveling, I will have to add an iPhone charger. I didn't talk about my phones yet, they're in my pocket, so I'll get to that at the end. But USB-C everything so far has been going pretty well. This is OnePlus's Warp Charge 65 charger. It'll charge my phone, but it's compatible with almost everything else here at up to 45 watts. So this charges the iPad, this charges the MacBook Pro, this charges the EOS R. So just this one cable and brick will do it, and it's a pretty thick wire, but that's been pretty sweet. I don't have to have the MacBook Pro charger and, you know, the phone charger and all kinds of other stuff in here. This is my one charger. And that's what's in my bag. So as far as everyday carry, the last stuff you probably want to hear about is my phone. So I am a 2-phone person still. I've talked about this in the past. I stay in the Android world and the iPhone world pretty much on the regular. I've split my screen time between these 2 phones a lot lately too, and I also just realized I have 2 blue phones. This is the OnePlus 8 Pro, still in my pocket, and the iPhone 12 Pro. Nebula blue, Pacific blue, very different blues, but 2 blue phones for me right now. Like I said, not always the best. I don't carry the iPhone 12 Pro Max because that phone, I've talked about it before, but it's huge. And it's just a little too big for someone like me who has an iPad already. I don't need the huge screen all the time. And for this Android world, obviously this isn't the most state-of-the-art Android phone. It's getting close to a year old now, but I've been a fan of the software experience, battery life's still great, camera's good enough. So these are the 2 phones that I've been carrying for a little bit. And that, I think, just about does it for my current 2020 everyday tech carry. Okay, so the giveaway information that you all stayed so patiently for, it's pretty simple. I'm gonna be giving away one of these bags. So this actual bag here, custom, one of very few MKBHD Edition Peak bag, filled with all of the tech stuff that I just mentioned. So the laptop, the tablet, the camera, the headphones, the AirPods Pro, everything. So you can have essentially my daily or travel carry everyday backpack. And everything also has perfectly installed icon skins already on them. So you're already ahead of the game in that department. if you win this. Plus, we're even gonna throw in a few extras. So there's obviously the R5 and the glass and everything we already talked about in the video. I'm also tossing in an MX Master 3, my personal mouse of choice. We're gonna have the Magic Keyboard for the iPad because it just makes sense as an accessory alongside it. There's some other pretty sweet Anker charging accessories in here. So it's fully loaded, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So if you want to win all of this, if you've already bought anything icons, you are already entered to win. So that's pretty sweet. And I'll of course have one link below that will have all the information, all the details that you need to know to get entered. What you should know here is it's ending on December 24th. And you should definitely follow on Twitter. So if there's any updates or any changes or anything we need to get to you about this giveaway, it will come from Twitter. So there you have it. That's my everyday tech carry. That's what's in the bag. Hopefully you enjoyed it or learned something from it or got some inspiration from it. Either way, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys very soon in the next one. Peace.